completely aligned with the Christian Council in terms of your belief. And so we agree with the Speaker to relay the bill and let Parliament, debate it. And if there are any amendments or whatever that have to be done, if the Parliament of the people of Ghana endorse the bill and vote on it and pass it, and it comes to me as president, I will sign it. The National Cathedral Board of Trustees ordered an audit into the accounts of the National Cathedral. The audit was published, and there were some issues that bubbled out of the audit. But there are two kinds of audit. There's a normal audit that you yourself choose your auditor and ask him to come and audit you. And then he audits and presents the report to you. There's that kind of auditor. Then there's the auditor who is asked to come and do a forensic audit. And so we got a copy of the audit that had been commissioned by the Board of Trustees. And as president, I directed that a forensic audit be conducted. We want to know what happened. Before we go forward, we must know what happened. And so we're waiting for the report of the forensic audit. Once that forensic audit has been done, then we can decide what the way forward is. I am a Christian, and I believe that building a house where we can worship God is a good thing. I contributed as one of the chief fundraisers for my own Assemblies of God church building where I worship at Ringway Gospel Center. And I built 10 rural, we call them temples, in 10 villages for the Assemblies of God Church. Of course, I solicited support from different people. And we built them. They have quarters for the pastor. He's got his bedroom, he's got his kitchen, he's got his living room. And then we have the church hall that can seat up to about 150 people. And so I do believe in building, an interdenominational place where we can worship. But it must be done in consultation with all of us. All of us must decide, how we want to do it, what the scope is, and how much it should cost. I believe that at this time and age, with all the problems we have, $400 million to build a cathedral is excessive. I know Nigeria have built an ecumenical center, and I've been there. It's a decent, beautiful place. And they built it for $40 million. And so maybe some of the things are excessive, Let's find somewhere, all of us, on National Day of Thanksgiving and Worship, we can all go there and worship God and thank Him for what He has done for us. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, my Lord, the newly sworn in Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, my Lords, the Justices of the Courts, Honorable Ministers of State, Chiefs and Traditional Leaders, members of the Diplomatic Corps, heads of security services, senior government officials, distinguished guests. Sorry, this is fellow Ghanaians. I want to say something else. My fellow countrymen. In the past, when we traveled with our security and drivers and others, and they got their per diem, maybe $500 or $1,000, whatever it is. Anytime they went to the shop to buy a few things and bring home, they always use their calculator on their phone. And so if they see a shoe and they say, oh, the shoe is 120 pounds, they will calculate 120 pounds into cedis and say, what? When they see how many cedis they will get for this shoe, they will make job, coffee.
Chief Justice,
okay.
Before that, obi person say wa, and or can anymore. Me ma trajectory. Obi can say, oh, time you call Chief Justice demonstration the Kraman Kobe. Yeah, the videos they ban. I was there. I even spoke. my own so obi or pese anani pebu omo pese omo say but ne nyankopon say you born no ahira no obi a won ani onyam ne nhira vetting opese I want
to one thing because some have said immediately after the vetting when minority members on the committee staging walk out
I stayed
no you didn't but at least the people expect say a day after Obaba share post with pictures say the appointment committee are discharging your duty avete something say it was a betrayal of the position of the minority.
Oh no, not at all. Obi, yeti social media handles. We need this one or manage. In your managers,
sure,
they can make a certain post, and you may have your own views, but issues, you wouldn't hang the person. I saw it. Yeah, the chairman. I was Fred. At least you should have consulted me, but it's not too damaging into I'll let go. Thereby, and say, I can give you the roadmap to the vetting. Vetting, Biano, especially this one, you be my instruction. See, in Shia 9 a.m., vetting here 11, near discuss it.
Into the details.
But my mouth adjust.
That's right.
Into Shia, Ebia, leader, bet show, the position. For this one, for example, this one, me say, oh yeah, my preliminary statement,
okay.
Me come na me a few corrections na me de man.
Okay.
In today, I train on Abu Ahmed, who is the spokesperson for legal and constitutional affairs of Bai. Into Bai, no, you know, be a chair in the position in how we feel. If you side with me, if you side with leader, if you side with Honorable Senyanko.
Yes.
We are about 12 in a room. Senior counsel Tony Mier.
Okay.
Now in a democracy, no, obi abeche mean studio and kase na me position leader position no it will be a breach of confidence of on the part of the caucus. Enti you hear me who post and I'm oh Fred, well it's not too damaging but you should have checked with me. Now in any event, number one, you're converting no.
Sure.
It's part of our oversight. I'm saying Nipa neutral oversight. We exercise that's where the contention was. You're converting. It was part of our oversight. We signed in the attendance, which will be produced in the votes and proceedings of the day. We introduced ourselves, and the nominee swore the oath before.
Sure.
Is it not part of our oversight? So I saw it as not. But you see, say obi to say be a Rasmu Barak. A post to be here. MPP for it to put to a certain slant on it.
Sure.
Part of the diabolics. Into say me handler post to be 9 too damage 94% of your diabolics. That's their own problem. Question this. Me trust Papa Nana. No. And
almost stage work also can hold
a press conference. Emma Honorable Anyimedu, entry member of Parliament for Asante Achem Central. No address here. Chief Justice
Nansen Adia.
Oh, member.
Okay.
Before that, Obi person say wa and or can anymore. Me ma trajectory. Obi Kraka say, oh, time you Chief Justice demonstration the Kraman Kobe. Yeah, the videos they ban. I was there. I even spoke. My own so obi wa opese anani pebu omo pese omo say but ne nyankopon say you born no ahira no obi a won ani onyam ne nhira vetting opese I want opese
okay. One thing because some have said immediately after the vetting when minority members on the committee staging walk out
I stayed
no you didn't but at least the people expect say a day after Obaba share post with pictures say the appointment committee are discharging your duty avete something say it was a betrayal of the position of the minority.
Oh no, not at all. Obi, yeti social media handles. We need this one or manage. In your managers,
sure,
they can make a certain post, and you may have your own views, but issues, you wouldn't hang the person. I saw it. Yeah, the chairman. I was oh Fred, at least you should have consulted me, but it's not too damaging. Into I'll let go.
Okay.
Thereby, and say, I can give you the roadmap to the vetting. Vetting biano, especially this one. You be my instruction. See in share 9 a.m. Vetting here 11. Near discuss it. Me person me call
into the details.
But me mau adjust.
That's right.
Into a share, ebia leader bet show the position. For this one, for example, this one me call us. Oh yeah, me preliminary statement ni come mame.
Okay.
Me come na me a few corrections na me de man.
Okay.
Into the train on boy who is the spokesperson for legal and constitutional affairs of by. Into your buy no. You know be actually in the position in how we feel. If you side with me, if you side with leader, if you side with Honorable Senyako.
Yes.
We are about 12 in a room. Senior counsel Tony Mier.
Okay.
Now in a democracy, no, Obi abeche mean studio and kase na me position leader position. No, it will be a breach of confidence of on the part of the caucus. Ain't it? You hear me who post? Oh, Fred. Well, it's not too damaging, but you should have checked with me. Now, in any event, number one, you're converting, no?
Sure.
It's part of our oversight. I'm saying, Nipanucho oversight, we exercise that. That's where the contention was. You're converting, it was part of our oversight. We signed in the attendance, which will be produced in the votes and proceedings of the day. We introduced ourselves, and the nominees swore the oath before. Sure. Is it not part of our oversight? So I saw it as not. But you see, say Obi to say be a Rasmu Barak. A post to be here. MPP for it to put to a certain slant on it.
Sure.
Part of the diabolics. Into say me handler post to be 9 damage in 94% of your diabolics. That's their own problem. Question this. Me trust Papa Nana. No. And
almost stage work also can hold
a press conference. I'm honorable and member of parliament for Asante Achem Central. No address here. Chief Justice
Okay.
Before that,
the establishment of the Office of Special Prosecutor.
Mr. Speaker, before I became a parliamentarian, ever since I came here, I have seen a median. However, what I have seen are corners, 4 of them, one of which is occupied by the MPP, which was in previous government. So today, our friends in one corner are trying to tell us that they have forgotten the basic economics of the distinction between economic growth and economic development. 8%, and we are targeting an end of year of 5%. Mr. Speaker, if this is how they want us to grow the economy like they did, then let them know that we are not going to manage the economy, because if this is what you did, then I'm not supporting an economy. That is why he's not running his mouth. He doesn't want to run away. He doesn't want to be a fugitive of justice. He wants to be able to come back home and attend funerals of relatives. And that is why he has given us this budget. I know, Mr. Speaker, their only fear is that by the time the programs in this budget have been executed, they will become extinct. And that is why they are doing everything to comment and say this budget cannot transform us. However, the matter speaks for itself.
Mr. Speaker, Kenke, which used to be 5 cities, is now 7 cities. So clearly, Mr. Speaker, it shows that the government of Ghana, the budget presented by Dr. Ato Forson, is just not working. Mr. Speaker, Kenke, which used to be 5 cities, is now 7 cities. So clearly, Mr. Speaker, it shows that the government of Ghana, the budget presented by Dr. Ato Forson, is just not working. Mr. Speaker, Kenke, which used to be 5 cities, is now 7 cities. So clearly, Mr. Speaker, it shows that the government of Ghana, the budget presented by Dr. Ato Forson, is just not working.
Speaker, when you put all that together, even granted that even your mathematics is so bad, if you put all the four together, it comes up to 4 years. 4 years. It's captured in the budget. It comes up to 12.9 billion Ghana cedis. Now, who divided on yourself? 11. So divide it quickly. I want to convert to dollars. Yes. You people, why are you running away for your budget? Nothing is here. It's here. It comes out to what? The dollars? It can come out to 1.29 billion. Okay. Yes. Yes. This is 11 or 10? 10. Now, Speaker, do a simple arithmetic in your bid to convert it into dollars. A simple arithmetic. Divide that figure by 10. Some 1.29 million, right?
You are dividing it by what? You are dividing it by what?
$1.29 billion.
You are dividing it by what?
Now you see.
Hello, Honorable Minority Chief, you are dividing it by what?
Speaker, when you put all that together, even granted that even your mathematics is so bad, if you put all the four together, it comes up to 4 years. 4 years. It's captured in the budget. It comes up to 12.9 billion Ghana cedis. Now, who divided on yourself? 11. So divide it quickly. I want to convert to dollars. Yes. You people, why are you running away for your budget? Nothing is here. It's here. It comes out to what? The dollars? It can come out to 1.29 billion. Okay. Yes. Yes. This is 11 or 10? 10. Now, Speaker, do a simple arithmetic in your bid to convert it into dollars. A simple arithmetic. Divide that figure by 10. Some 1.29 million, right?
You are dividing it by what? You are dividing it by what?
$1.29 billion.
You are dividing it by what?
Now you see.
Hello, Honorable Minority Chief, you are dividing it by what?
Fufulsu Primary School is a very good primary school. I know very, very senior civil servants and academics who are products of Fufulsu Primary School. And I know that you had a good maths teacher in that school. I know you had a good maths teacher in that school. Mr. Speaker, because I know that you had a good maths teacher in that school, that's why I'm surprised that when you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis, when you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis into dollars, you get 1.2 billion. When you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis, you get 1.2 billion dollars. I was surprised because I know the school is very good, and I know you had a good maths teacher. So it is obvious that it is not the school. It is not the school. The school is good. The maths teacher was good. The teachers are good. But how you get $1.2 billion from 2 billion Ghana cedis still baffles me. Fufulsu Primary School is a very good primary school. I know very, very senior civil servants and academics who are products of Fufulsu Primary School. And I know that you had a good maths teacher in that school. I know you had a good maths teacher in that school. Mr. Speaker, because I know that you had a good maths teacher in that school, that's why I'm surprised that when you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis, when you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis into dollars, you get 1.2 billion. When you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis, you get 1.2 billion dollars. I was surprised because I know the school is very good, and I know you had a good maths teacher. So it is obvious that it is not the school. It is not the school. The school is good. The maths teacher was good. The teachers are good. But how you get $1.2 billion from 2 billion Ghana cedis still baffles me. Fufulsu Primary School is a very good primary school. I know very, very senior civil servants and academics who are products of Fufulsu Primary School. And I know that you had a good maths teacher in that school. I know you had a good maths teacher in that school. Mr. Speaker, because I know that you had a good maths teacher in that school, that's why I'm surprised that when you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis, when you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis into dollars, you get 1.2 billion. When you convert 2 billion Ghana cedis, you get 1.2 billion dollars. I was surprised because I know the school is very good, and I know you had a good maths teacher. So it is obvious that it is not the school. It is not the school. The school is good. The maths teacher was good. The teachers are good. But how you get $1.2 billion from 2 billion Ghana cedis still baffles me. Fufulsu Primary.
Speaker, when you put all that together, even granted that even your mathematics is so bad, if you put all the four together, it comes up to 4 years. 4 years. It's captured in the budget. It comes up to 12.9 billion Ghana cedis. Now, who divided on yourself? 11. So divide it quickly. I want to convert to dollars. Yes. You people, why are you running away for your budget? Nothing is here. It's here. It comes out to what? The dollars? It can come out to 1.29 billion. Okay. Yes. Yes. This is 11 or 10? 10. Now, Speaker. Speaker, do a simple arithmetic and you are bid to convert it into dollars. A simple arithmetic. Divide.
Government is broke, but people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my time.
Right, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us right here on Good Morning Ghana with me, Kwesi Efriye. We are live from our studios here at Rage in Accra, and it's a Thursday. We are happy to be here for God and country. Thank you for tuning in from wherever you're tuning in or you're watching us from. We have a powerful lineup for you this morning. So sit down, relax, take your time, and stay with us from now till about 10 a.m. in the morning. Of course, you'll continue watching the rest of the shows and programs that will bring you on Metro TV. But sit down. Whether you're watching us online, whether you're watching us from your home or from your office, or you are listening to us on radio, wherever, make time, be with us. Let's go through the discussions for the morning. My name is Kwesi Free. Let me especially welcome you to the show this morning. I'll run you through the stories on the front pages of the newspapers, and I begin with that of the Daily Graphic. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, we have VAT reforms take effect January. GRA buzz and bail before Parliament. Just from partners, UN University to build capacity in environment, climate sectors. ECOWAS Court dismisses Tokono petition, inquiry application. Attorney General to file response in 30 days. So, Graphic Business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting is Tuesday. Forum to focus on long-term planning for investment, and President pledges support for 2026 World Assemblies of God Congress. That's the Daily Graphic newspaper. We'll move on to the Ghanaian Times newspaper. On the front page of the Ghanaian Times, we have a picture of His Excellency the President with Dasibre Kweku Boateng. It says 2026 Year of Infrastructure Development. President Mahama declares. And 38 property owners in Sunyani face legal action. Mr. J is the Deputy Regional Rent Control Officer. Block IFFs plug tax leakages to boost revenue generation. ISA and Professor Robert Dakon Osei is the Director for Institute of Statistical and Economic Research. It's here on the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. President pledges Ghana's support to host World Assemblies of God Congress next year. So that's the Ghanaian Times newspaper. The Daily Guide. The Daily Guide. 2 presidential jets, copters, to cost 13.1 billion Ghana cedis. That's according to Samuel Ebu Jinapo. And 3 illegal miners die in Heath Goldfields concession. ECOWAS Court to hear Tokono's removal case. RNAQ Foundation expands food bank to Cape Coast and Tamale. We are working to extradite S. Maslock Bowles. That's according to the Attorney General. So that's the Daily Guide newspaper. The insights. The insights. Pan-Africanists demand total liberation of Africa in bold Accra declaration at 5th Pan-African Congress. As new framework unites Africa on reparatory justice. Forestry Commission's rejoinder on interdicted 2 staff raises more questions than answers. Mahama managing Ghana's economy better than Akufo-Addo. Haruna Idrisu is the Minister of Education, and he is saying so. Bogoso Prestia workers demand immediate unpaid entitlements. And empowering rural education, Manso Takrasi Assembly provides free Wi-Fi to the entire community. And this is the Insight newspaper. Daily Post. The Daily Post. ECOWAS Court rejects Tokono's bid to block her removal. Former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono is boldly on the front page of the Daily Post newspaper here. Akando, 13,500 nurses and midwives recruited. Akando is the Minister of Kwabena Minta. Akando is the Minister of Health, and the story is attributed to him. At the time you left office, the city had suffered a catastrophic collapse Kwache Ofosu to minority. And Kwache Ofosu is also here on the front page of the Daily Post. So that's the Daily Post newspaper. The New Republic. The New Republic. On the front page of the New Republic this morning, SML drags OSP to charge. Says investigation is a mafia hatchet job for shadow godfathers. Wow. SOS from Energy Ministry workers: stop secondment abuses and restore meritocracy. Baumia's budget hits squad strikes. Prepare secret dossiers to dispel Ato Forson's surge. But the discussion has begun in Parliament already, and if you monitored the proceedings in Parliament yesterday, it was a heated argument between both sides, with lots of charges and statements being made. So these are the stories I have on the front page of the newspapers. This morning is going to be exciting. My guest will excite you this morning. I have Titus Glover, who is the former Deputy Minister, Ministry of Transport. He's a former Greater Accra Regional Minister, the former lots of things. When we come back to the studio, we'll be talking to him pretty shortly. And Rashid Tanko Computer is the Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, GIFEC. And let's see the stories now on the Metro TV online portal.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
chichia woni nara me din e de baby da pa me de ade sonko kra na ebremo nya wode to aduane mo ama waduane e de pa na me de bremo eno any Samu spices dey emu wa wo bebre o various flavors ubenya eya akoko ubenya nantwie ye de ku jollof mu ma emu ye de ubenya ye de ku nkwan ye de ku froye mu ho na kope bito na ema waduane enye de unyiminia ye nkon tie nyankofo eka
Otando ye communication to ni o enjoy oduba that Samu spices.
What in the essence no time. I think it Dariaga. Samu spices in a BTA daddy so say. Samu spices. Mun Samu
spices. Nyama chicken.
Samu spices.
In Sanaka in Kitswa, mixture 10 grams, your chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, can jollof, and the flavors Alfredo bebre.
Samu spices, yes, Saka.
I'm a brand manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 2 times a day. Brush with Kel-Kit.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel-Kit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. It makes your teeth stronger, chicky chicky whiter, chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel-Kit. Happy smile.
Oh, Jose. And I made the SMS. Kanini pano na sana mishu ya na wode me. Edre na adi me nkwano Kingdom Garlic Bitters.
No benefit him.
Me benefit why? Oso kwato wo de.
Abrewa, this mama abrente me shuve. Unanti kakra na wabre. Num Kingdom Garlic Bitters ene ne capsules. Nenya hode abre bia.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters ene the capsules.
Asembia nye ho.
Edebe no hu ama wani agise. Senior na me wife company won personal. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules nti. Sesia mpaso aye de.
Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. Emani tie ni asumdie befi abrebia. Oba bia o de pua hawo no. Edro ba kupa wo hia ne Tremendous Capsules. Tremendous Capsules esiesie wo ma wo ye oba asima. Enro yi wo benya bi wo ba bia ye ton nro bia. Kingdom Herbal, no challenger.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey later. Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame! Send your God up boom!
If you put it, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Goodluck no check me well.
Yeah,
man.
Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash. The devil is a liar. He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his baby.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompt, yes. And then boom, confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family payments? Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Right, welcome back from the break. Thank you very much for staying with us, and I'm happy to have you this morning. Keep watching as we have a lineup of powerful discussions for you this morning. This is Good Morning Ghana with me, Kwesi Free, and we're coming your way live from our studios here in Accra. Remember that you can engage us on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, on TikTok. Make sure that you get interactive there with us, and especially your messages, your concerns. We'll try as much as possible to read them for you. So please do get interactive, and all the sounds, the bites that will come from my guests this morning, we'll have them there on social media for you as well. So be with us. Let's engage on social media and Metro TV online. Also, all the stories are there. Most of the stories that we have reviewed this morning, you will find them there. And we are live on Metro FM 94.1. So we'll come to the studio now. One of my guests, very diligent, has been seated for a while now, so I'll quickly introduce him and we'll begin the discussion. His name, in fact, he's my boss. He's been my boss for a very long time. Ni Kwate Titus Glover, former Greater Accra Regional Minister, former lots of things. Honorable, good morning and welcome. It's been a long time.
I know. How are you?
I am very good. How are you too?
I'm fine. I look at you on the screens and I'm proud of myself. That you've really grown.
We are still learning.
And you've come far too.
We are still learning.
I was asking you not to forget about your roots. It's always important to trace your roots, how you were really brought up, not in terms of physical growth, but where you started your journalism from.
Yes.
From Kent City.
Yes.
And may the soul of Komrakwachi rest well. And the good guys you came to meet. So when I sit back,
all of them.
Sasu
and all of them.
Ohime,
all of the people.
So you've done well. I'm so proud. But good morning to your viewers.
Thank you.
And all the good guys out there.
Let me also say thank you very much for the opportunities, for the training. I mean, apart from myself, I meet lots of your guys. In fact, I'll look for this guy's name. This guy who has been with UPSA, and he was your PA. But apart from being your PA, the kind of support you have given him, and he's always posting your picture. He's actually my friend. I'll look for the name. Kote is there. There are a number of them you've held. So if you start mentioning names, I am one, giving me the opportunity at Kent City Media and making sure we grow. And beyond that, from all the places you've been at, in Parliament, at the Ministry,
VACO,
in VACO, all the circles where you've been. I've followed you, reported also on the things and the projects that you have embarked on in each of these places, and everywhere there are young people, not just anybody, specifically young people who have stories to tell about you. And I'll make sure that I find this, my friend, who has always been posting. I'll make sure I find him now, and it's quite exciting to have people like you in the system.
It is. Growing up in politics, I never had a godfather. And I have to fight my way through single-handedly. So when you reach your pinnacle, your zenith, and you see young guys who are also struggling to come up, it's important that you pick few of them and impact into them. And wherever I've worked, I make sure I leave an indelible mark. And people will tell you, that's for Titus Glover. Is a type that we always want to impact into these young guys who really want to come up. And that is what will speak for you, you know. So if you are there as a head of a place and you see the young ones coming up and you don't give them the platform and you want to do it all alone, you will not succeed. You get what I mean? So clearly it's important that we encourage the young ones, both sides, to make sure we're able to drive whatever the talent is about. All they need is direction and guidance. And based on that, you could see when you sit back and you assess, you'll be glad in your heart that, look, at least you've impacted in somebody's life. So that's why I'm saying that I'm so proud of you. That you really
well, thank you. So
we need to do more. We need to do more.
So in fact, I call him Stonewall all the time. So
Stonewall Korte.
So that's Korte. But
Jacob Stonewall Korte.
I have a number of people, young people, who pushed you. And when you attempted the national organizer position, a lot of people were unhappy because you had come in too late. The request from people whether you were going to go, and you had wanted the status quo to continue, and eventually you took the decision to come. People felt that, no, we know you. And why do you declare this late when people have made decisions?
You are right.
But hold on, I'll come to that. I'll come to that specifically. There is something that I want to quickly talk about from the Ministry of Lands. So this is it. I'll talk about this, and I'll come back to Nikwate Titus Glover. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources says they are mourning the loss of NIMOS task force member in a fatal accident. And the story says the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources regrets to announce that a team of 5 members of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMOS, was involved in a fatal motor accident today, that's yesterday, near the Obuasi Airport area. The incident occurred while the team was undertaking a major anti-galamsey operation aimed at curbing the menace of illegal mining within the enclave. Tragically, 1 member of the task force has been confirmed dead, while the remaining 4 sustained serious injuries and are currently receiving medical care. So the minister extends his profound sympathies to the family of a fallen colleague and conveys his heartfelt wishes for a swift recovery to the injured members. The ministry has initiated a full investigation into the circumstances surrounding the accident. The ministry remains steadfast in its commitment to safeguarding the welfare of all frontline personnel and will ensure they receive the utmost support and care. Right, so following this statement, we have the media relations manager of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, right, on the phone joining us. Let me speak to him pretty shortly. Pakwesi, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. The concern, and as you have stated in your statement, will be about the security of these frontline guys who are technically saving the entire country. How does the minister intend to do this?
Well, so of course, good morning to yourself. Good morning to yourself and to the rest of our listeners. The safety of all the men who are the front line is a priority to the minister, and that is why, as of now, he has commissioned.
Hello, Pakwesi, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, please go ahead. I can hear you now.
Hello, am I loud and clear? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, please, can you hear me?
Yes, Pakwesi, I can hear you now. Thank you very much. So I am asking that you duly stated in the statement that you have put out that the security, the protection of these frontline team that is technically saving the entire country is of utmost importance to you and the minister himself. How does the ministry intend to do this?
Well, so indeed, the safety of welfare and well-being of all the persons at the front line is a principal concern to the minister. That is why, for starters, he has commissioned an investigation to establish the cause of this particular accident. Based on the findings, based on the outcomes, then we'll be able to develop mechanisms to address any potential loophole that probably may have led to this accident. That is, if it was not maybe, so to say, just a natural fatality. So that is the reason for this particular investigation. In terms of other measures that the minister is considering to ensure the safety of all persons who are on the front line, today, for example, you would have a meeting with the leadership of NIMOS, and then a couple of discussions will be had in that respect, and across other agencies and all other persons who are involved in the fight against illegal mining.
Have you? I know the meeting is going to come off today, but have you had the opportunity of engaging some of these frontline staff and what the morale is currently?
So currently, the truth of the matter is that it is a very sad development, and so naturally, everybody who is part of the secretariat is emotionally affected. Myself, principally the minister, for him, we can say he's very distraught as of now. But it has not necessarily dampened the momentum of the team at all. Indeed, in as much as everybody is sunken in emotions, the enthusiasm is still high, but it is mixed with grief. But we hope that we'll be able to recover from that quickly and then get back to work, because the greatest tribute that actually we can pay to the memory of the departed brother is to win the war. And so, though we are saddened, I'm sure we'll be able to quickly recover and then continue with what we've always been doing.
And are we winning the war as a country from your end as the ministry?
Absolutely, we are winning the war. I've often said repeatedly on several other platforms that the extent of devastation that has deepened over the last 8 years is so critical that no matter the rafts of interventions and policies that you roll on board, you bring on board immediately, you will not be able to get instantaneous results. So if you want to measure the progress, you have to put it against the depth of devastation, what has happened over the last 8 years, and what you are doing now. Anytime we have done that analysis, we have been impressed with the results and the verdicts and the outcome. But we are still not resting on our laurels, because indeed there is so much more to be done, and we are committed to that. No room for complacency at all. Hopefully, as we progress from next year thereabout, we'll get more results than what we have now. For example, now LI 2462, which came into being, which actually facilitated the illegal mining menace, is currently at the verge of being permanently taken out of our books. Also, we have, as of now, a declaration of all water bodies as security zones. Indeed, as I speak to you, there is also a map out plan for the deployment of permanent military personnel to be stationed across all the rivers we have in the country and all forest reserves as well. If you quantify all of these interventions, plus the consistent arrest and seizures by NIMOS, you can't help but to agree that we are winning the war. But like the minister has often said, it is a marathon, it's not a sprint, and so we'll count our gains by the minute, and then we'll see where we finally land, hopefully.
So let me ask this. It's November now. Like you said, lots of things are being done to mitigate the problem or the menace of Galamsey. Are you able to, based on the analysis done so far over the last 8 months and the measures put in place to fight the menace, maybe give me a timeline or the country a timeline when we should be seeing an end to this or a considerable reduction in the menace to the people of Ghana?
Assigning the timeline would be particularly difficult, and that is not because our measures are not effective. The reason it's difficult to assign a specific timeline to the results we are expecting is the fact that the issues that we are dealing with, they are multifaceted. For example, you are dealing with degraded parcels of land. As of now, we have about 7,500 hectares of land that have been depleted. You are dealing with water bodies that have also been polluted. Indeed, turbidity levels have risen and other attendant consequences. Because the damage we have, it's not a straight jacket damage. You can't assign a timeline because maybe if you are able to say that maybe turbidity levels will reduce, let's say by next year, you can't do same for the land reclamation, which obviously will take more time. So because the issues are generally multifaceted, assigning a timeline is very difficult. However, not to sound political or dismissive, the results will come very, very soon. It's a matter of time because all the interventions that we are rolling out daily upon review and examination and diagnosis, they are giving us very commendable results. And so it's just a matter of time. We'll be out of the woods.
Let me ask you one last thing about the NIMOS and the team, including yourself, the minister, and everybody. Your protection, your security, your safety. There's been concerns about taking the perpetrators of this menace head on, maybe shooting and killing. Is it time for that?
Well, the proposition or the suggestion for shoot to kill, it has appeared lucrative in certain instances, given the fact that, yes, now even some of the illegal miners are proven to be very combative and confrontational. And looking at the fact that we appear to be losing precious souls to illegal mining, then the conversation has now become, then why don't you shoot to kill them? But shooting to kill also has its own implications. Apart from the legalities surrounding it, you are careful not to venture into the creation of more problems. Indeed, it is not on the table of the minister. It's not something that we are considering now at all. The measures that we are rolling out, they are giving us results. So it's not something we want to honestly tend to, because from where I sit as an individual, I think if we were to embrace it right now, maybe it may muddy the waters. So let's just keep faith with the measures that we have. Let us continue to criticize where necessary, offer feedback and divergent perspectives where necessary, and then let's all shape, the policies that we are rolling out to deal with the issue. And then very soon, our waters will become blue, our forests will become green once again.
Oh, well, so your security and safety is also important to us. So in as much as you disagree with some of these, we'll still urge you to be very cautious and in the work you are doing. And so thank you very much for your time this morning. We are happy to have you. Pakwesi Shandov is the Media Relations Manager, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. He joined us this morning on the issue of the NIMOS. I'll come back to the studio now, and again, I still have Ni Kwate Titus Glover here in the studio. I'll ask him, I was talking to him about his delay in decision in becoming or contesting the national organizer position of the New Patriotic Party. Are you still going to contest anyway?
Yes, I will.
After January 31st, when the presidential.
Let me rebut briefly to what Shandov
right.
just tried to politicize the destruction in the past 8 years. If you listen to him well, he said that the level of destruction in the past 8 years is a problem. But you see, as journalists, if you don't speak on facts and truth, you will always be exposed. Because the Galamsey menace didn't start from 8 years ago. Way back in the days of Professor Mills. May he so rest in peace. In the first few weeks of President Akufo-Addo's term, when Ken Ashigbe and his team launched, you know what I mean? Quickly, he have to step in. For over a year, that we banned small-scale mining to make sure all this. Today, in their time, look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. Within 10 months of them in office, the devastation is even worse than anything you can describe about. So when he's speaking, he should speak on fact and truth. Else we'll come back and rebut and expose them. Okay? You asked me a very simple question, why I delayed in coming. Initially, I wanted to contest for the General Secretary. I don't know whether you recall.
Yes, I do.
But few elders of the party at the time, because normally when you are going to these enterprise, you need to do some wide consultations. You don't just get up and say that you want to contest an election. There are few key people in this country, in our party, that I will consult to make sure. So I did all my consultation. And when my first flyer came out as General Secretary, these elders called me and said, no, Nikwate, you can do that. Leave John Boydu alone to go to make sure. Why don't you try the national organization? So that really cost me. So I toured the whole of this country twice, 276 constituencies. I toured all. So at the time when I was campaigning, my type of campaign is a submarine one. Quiet, blend,
I remember.
underground.
I remember.
Because it's the results that will show. You get what I mean? Because when you are making that noise, people will not really get what
I remember the first time you had contested as an MP that people actually didn't think you were even in the race till you won.
Actually, that one too, it was 45 days to the general election.
Yes, I remember.
In 2012. Because hitherto, the old Tema East then, the Comte 1, Tema Newtown, the Mayport, Fishing Port, and the heavy industrial area, Comte 4, Comte 7, Comte 8, Comte 9, would be the NDC for over 35,000 votes. So they have to do the gerrymandering to make sure they push it out. So that the new Tema East will stand alone, Comte 1, Tema Newtown, industrial area in the port. So it was 45 days to the general elections. And that made me to win by that 3 votes.
Yes.
But in 2016, I won by 4,035 difference and lost the 2020 due to internal wranglings and all those things that happened. So clearly, for this time, it is good. It is good because the very people who voted against me, I don't want to mention their names, are calling me that you should come back.
The same people?
The same people. You know, I want almost about 11 to 12 regions, popular regions, votes.
Yes.
The Ashanti votes that came really cancelled most of my votes and lost close to over 500 to Nanabi. He's no more going. So I can say that I have that impetus, I have the strength, and I'm coming because we need to redirect and rebuild this party. And it's going to be hinged on the organizer. Clearly, for us to
the General Secretary?
The General Secretary is there to...
People also think you should consider that. I don't know if you've heard that.
I agree. I'm capable. I can contest for General Secretary. But I feel that as a grassroots person, mobilizer, you need a matured hand that can drive the base of this party to wherever we want to go. That is why I opted for the national organizer. And I think that we need to look at it critically. People are very bitter. Most of our party guys are not happy about some of the things that we need faces that can really go down to these people and talk to them so that, look, we all forget about the past, rally our strength together and come back and build this party. And I see prospects ahead of us that we can do better.
Are you part of the people who believe the entire executive body currently should be taken away?
I will speak for myself. If any of them want to rerun, nobody stops them. But I will speak for myself. I cannot tell anybody not to run or to run. If you look at yourself and you felt that you have done well, bingo, you can go. But I want to speak for myself that I want to contest for the national organizer. And I believe that I'm the better choice than any of them who are coming up to contest in that position.
The party is on a certain path currently. The presidential aspirants, too much war, too much rancor happening. I don't know. First of all, do you support Bawumia or Kanejapong?
Currently, because I'm contesting for the national organizer, I need to stay back and to make sure they all run. Yes, in the past I supported Bawumia, all of us, including Kennedy and Brian, until Ken came to contest him. Well, with Bawumia, you understand? But for where I am now, I want to step back and to make sure that the right candidate is elected, so that we'll be able to market him in the next 3 years, a good time for us to be able to resolve all our differences. And like you said, a few months back, you could see the level of personal attacks on each other, and most of the attacks is coming on Bawumia and all that. But I think upon consultations, dialoguing, meeting of elders, the former president met them recently. I think that there's some truths, which I think that it's good. But it's their followers that would need to be talked to as well. If your principals are not attacking each other, and you, the followers or the spokespersons, are throwing all the sabres, they should not forget that whatever they do, whoever emerges as a victor, the opposition, the NDC, will use it to hit back at us. So I want to pray with them that they should be very mindful on some of these pronouncements.
Right. So we'll get on to our topics for the morning. We'll be talking a bit about the presidential jet. We'll talk about the Chief Justice and ECOWAS Court, if time permits. OSP versus Ken and SML. And we've already discussed it. NIMOS and spoken to the media relations manager. And then if time permits again, maybe the anti-LGBTQ++ and so on and so forth would have a look at it a bit. But let's take a quick break. When I come back, we get straight into the discussions for the morning.
Start your kids' day the right way, filled with confidence to take on any challenge. Pepsodent Kids contains the right amount of fluoride and sugar acid protection to care for their developing gums and teeth. Grab either orange or strawberry so they brush with the sweet flavor they love morning and evening. Pepsodent Kids, giving your children a bright smile for a brighter future.
Ebusiafo ye mama kwa aba eba Children's Palace. Nkwala nyema nyina fie enye. Yonkwala ntade mani mema nyina ntare nyina wase. Yonkwala shoes, yonkwala duane, yonkwala wipes, yonkwala diapers, yonkwala toys, baby coat. In fact, bibia opama umanyina obenye biwa ase.
Located at East Legon Hills, Nana Chrome KFC. Contact us on 059 6377 172. Children's Palace. Happy children, happy fashion. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students, look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friend Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friend me once now. Hey, that's you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the accent. Me did it, Sasso spray. Mr. Friend is Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso.
Come tum preko.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, some make us a papadia to a mammy man for. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, a man is swing, and a sense of Mama Hotter so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste.
Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go feel the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That Kwame!
Send your God up boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, Simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah, man. Easy cry. Or dial star 712 #.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
How much birthday?
Oh, how romantic! And he followed the prompt, yes. And then boom, confirmation test.
One quick, pick 5 numbers for me, okay? I'm feeling like 7.
Dial star 712 #. Choose your ticket, enter your lucky number, follow the prompt, and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, the way our family pay my seminar. Before December, may release a motivational album. Fatapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
West Africa's soil yields global treasures. Cocoa, cashew, shea, and cotton. They power industries across the world. Yet for our region, the greatest value still slips away, exported raw, taking with it jobs, industries, and the promise of shared prosperity. The real question is no longer what we produce, but who captures the final reward. True prosperity lies in the value we add right here at home. That's why the 4th edition of the EBIT President's Roundtable will gather the architects of Africa's prosperity and Africa's transformation to answer one defining question. How do we finance the journey from the farm to the port? Join Dr. George Ejikum Donkor and some leading experts as EBIT leads a high-level dialogue to unlock financing, empower local industries, and turn West Africa's raw potential into industrial power. Be part of the conversation redefining our economic future, live on Metro TV, DSTV Channel 277, and EBIT platforms on November 24, 2025 at 11 a.m. EBIT President's Roundtable 2025, from the farm to the port, financing the value chains of West Africa's cash crops. My name is Anita Erskine, and it will be an honor to host you.
In the skies, at sea, and on land, we have eyes everywhere. We see it all. When you're involved in corruption and think you're hiding, we will get you.
Well, so I like the video the producer begins with. So that's the video on the official page of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And yesterday we had commented on the show of strength, or the show of maybe power, or the bravado by the Office of the Special Prosecutor, i.e. the posting of the people accused or people that he sent to court on their pages branded with their names and so on and so forth. But Honorable, let me come to you. Today, the Special Prosecutor's page, again on Facebook, it says, court case update, the Republic versus Ken Ofori-Atta and 7 others. Accused persons will be arraigned before court on Monday, the 24th day of November 2025. The prosecution will seek the necessary court orders for service of the charge sheets on the fugitives who are outside of jurisdiction. So the counts are Ken Ofori-Atta, 28 counts, Ernest Dakon Akore, 12 counts, Emmanuel Kofi Nti, 39 counts, Amisha Dai Usuamoa, 10 counts, Isaac Krenzel, 19 counts, Kojo Damwa, 8 counts, Evans Edusei, 19 counts, and then SML, Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited, 18 counts, and it goes on and on. And the rift between Office of the Special Prosecutor and Ofori-Atta, let me leave that for you.
Thank you, Akwesi. This matter has become very topical from day one, and I've heard him speaking a couple of times. that he never had a support for institutions of state when he wanted to stop Kenneth Rata from traveling out of the jurisdiction. And there's been some backlash with him, with Martin Kpebu and few people calling for his head, blah, 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 and all that. In fact, as a student of law, I know everything we do must follow the due process. Sometimes when you sit back and you watch the special prosecutor, the attorney general, when they are making their press conferences, the kind of prejudicial comments that they passed, it makes me sad. You see, you bring these people before the public lenses, accuse them publicly so that the general public can do their own condemnation when you have not brought them before any court of law. One of the important areas of criminal jurisprudence is the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. I mean, you've not taken the person to court. Your duty is to present him to the court, adduce all your facts, then you leave that in the domain of the judge to pass the judgment. By the way, you, the investigator, you are passing these judgments on their heads for the public to condemn them. Oh, Nikwata is a thief, Nikwata is a criminal, Nikwata has done that. So when you pump this into the into the public domain, you want the public themselves to judge them. So that when you go to court and you will lose your case, they say that the judge is a bad judge. They are NDC, MPP judges. I mean, that kind of thing. So we need to be mindful on some of these things. In Article 3, the Interpol has some due process that they go through. And they are saying that in Article 3 of the Interpol Constitution, is saying that these accusations that you want to level against your suspects, accused people, should not be seen to be political, should not be seen to be economical, you know, all in disguise in a way as criminal. So one. Number two, you need to send the people to court, charge them to court. When you charge them to court, then the judge, the third point, will make that determination. So all these things have not been made. And the special prosecutor is all over the globe. Say, look, this, that. So now, this is what has gotten us to. So now that he said he's taking them to court, hallelujah. Kenneth Rata also has lawyers here, you know, to come and listen to them. That's the reason why he's not coming. Because
why is he not coming?
I can tell. I can tell because he told her he was medically unfit. He was going to do some surgery. He gave a timeline, and after that he will come back. As to why he has not come back, me, Nikwata, sitting here, I cannot say.
There is a perception that at least they would water down the level of suspicion by the ordinary person based on the behavior of the office of the special prosecutor.
I agree with you, but sitting here, I can't speak to it because the facts as to why he's not here, I don't know. So the special prosecutor, they are there. They are the institution of state. They have all the powers under the act of the special prosecutor to really find out. Their lawyers are also there. He can engage his lawyers as to why their client is not in the jurisdiction for him to come and be part of the process to clear his name. I cannot speak to it, but here we are now. But I think that they need to water down some of their pronouncements, the prejudicial comments that they make, because it's not fair. Throwing them into the public domain for them to be condemned before the final determination in the court. It's not helping anybody. Because the presumption of proving innocence and proving guilty is always key under criminal jurisprudence.
All right, thank you very much. So let me announce that Rashid Tanko Computer has just joined us, and he is the Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, GIF. And Rashid, good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you very much for coming in anyway. We have been calling and calling and calling. I hope you are well.
I'm doing well. In fact, it was a terrible distant traffic that helped me to maneuver my way throughout to to make
It's been very hectic this week, the traffic. This week, last week, I don't know if it's because of the Christmas, which is coming
so, because it's heating up. Huge traffic on the road, but we are doing something about it, and then I can assure you. And reset agenda. These are things we'll be looking at. Big push, trying to open up space in there.
On the Accra-Kumasi Road.
Yes.
The Ofanko between Ofanko and Pokuase by 6 a.m. there is a very huge traffic. All because the contractor failed to patch up just one spot. So no matter how much you speed, when you get there, you have to slow down for 2 different spots. Just around the Silicon Valley International School, and then one, I think, right after the Pokuase overhead. That's if you are coming from Amasaman or Kabenya or Pokuase and all of those places. And I don't know what's happening to the contractor, but that's a topic for
for another day.
Another day. What we are talking about now is Ken Ofori-Atta versus special prosecutor, red notice or red alert issues and all of that. And then the posture of the special prosecutor, the going to court, posting people on their Facebook pages, and why Ken Ofori-Atta is also not coming into the country. So let me take you from there.
Well, let me say good morning to you, and my good friend, Honorable Titus, and the good people of Bimbilla constituency and Wulensi as well, from Nanumba district. I invite you.
You are going to contest.
I'm the director of elections for the party NDC, and I'm looking at possible seats that I can annex in the next election to add up to our numbers. It appears the 87 is still a problem in Parliament. We have to reduce that number drastically. So
but will you contest?
Yes, I'm looking at options to get constituencies.
Will you contest?
I'm a director of election. If you're a director of election of the party, you should understand what it means. I'm the deputy director currently. My boss died. We are holding the fort for now. And our plans is to make sure that by 2028, we have a very strong, formidable political party, winning machinery, that can take at least some more seats from the 87 and add it up to the NDC numbers. I mean, that is our focus now. And we are working. So, I'm just giving an assignment.
Why are you interested in me? I'm also interested in your seat.
Exactly.
So I'm just giving an assignment that I'm watching out some possible seats that we think that we should take them back. It's long overdue that the NDC should take those seats. And one of them is the Bimbilla, of course. It's been there. It's for MPP for some time now. We'll take it. It's one of the things that we are looking. A lot of seats are up for grabs.
The Bimbilla seat.
Oh yeah, we'll take it for the NDC.
That's an authority.
I'm telling you, watchers, we said it in 2024 that there were seats we were going to annex. And we told them we were going to beat them hands down. They thought we were joking, and they were laughing at us. But it's not how we dealt with them. So when we are saying something, we meant what we are doing. As a party, leadership is focused on that. And now let's look at this one, the OSP thing. You see, the OSP has now asserted it is independent in terms of how he wants to go about his business. Under the former administration, they established it and organized a party for Ghanaians to know that corruption will be the things of the past. They were all over the place, clapping and jumping and sharing and drinking champagne that now is finished. The matter of prosecution of criminals and all this is going to be thing of the past because they have OSP. And they brought Venerable Martin Amidu. How did it end? Martin Amidu left them and said the mother serpent of corruption is in the house there. And he wrote an episode, a lot of episodes concerning how they frustrated him in handling the office. He has to run away and left them. They brought in Learned Counsel Ajaben. He's doing fantastic. But these people will not allow him to function. Look at his last interview with Venerable KSN. I'm sure you listened to the interview. It was revealing. He said a lot of things, damning things about the former administration. All this problem we are having with the fugitive former finance minister is as a result of the behavior of the former administration. The man was running away. He knew that the man was running away, but nobody was ready to help him, to stop him from running away. He said the BNI was not assisting him. He went to the police. Nobody was ready to listen to him. They were preparing everything to make sure that the gentleman ran away.
But he could have arrested him himself.
How was he going to do it when the system does not allow him to do his work? They knew. Look at the time he left the country. When they knew that it was just a few days for us for them to hand over power to us, they facilitated his process to run away. He said the man revealed the whole thing. And so, whatever the NPP is doing, they knew what they did and wanted their people to run away from accountability. And now the man is up and chasing them left and right to get them. And when they place bail bond on them, they'll be the first to go to an organized press conference and say the bail bonds are huge. Huge in which sense? For you to run away. You saw what happened. So this time,
the bill bonds of 10 million, 50 million.
In fact, it's even less.
100 million and so on and so forth.
It's even less, considering their behavior. Less. Oh no, it's less, my brother. Considering their behavior, just look at the former finance minister. He has run away.
He went for medical.
Not medical. He's there. Look, in fact, we have videos and footages with his wife walking in the street of New York, enjoying themselves, using our audition to enjoy themselves over there. He's run away. He doesn't want to come and face justice. And that is why we are where we are. And now, in fact, people who have not committed any crime, are they not in the country? There's no problem. My brother is here. Honorable Titus. He's a very nice gentleman. Has anybody asked him to come and then they'll give him bail bond of 10 million? No. He was in the forefront, even helping to fight Galamsey. He said a lot about the issue of Galamsey. His party would not listen. They allowed things to go. And now people destroy the environment, and that caused the massive defeat in 2028 election. Today, OSP is chasing them to bring the loot, and they are crying. Why are they crying? Why are they crying? They know what they have done. So we should allow, and that's why the president didn't mince words when he said, look, he will strengthen the office of the OSP so that they do their work. It's a statute. And then so you cannot just get up and say we should stop them from doing their work. Allow them to do their work. The man is independent. In fact, initially it was supposed to be an independent prosecutor. Mm-hmm. That was what they were envisaging. Mm-hmm. But you see, MPP with their crooked way of doing things, as soon as they came in, they quickly somersaulted and changed the whole thing to Office of Special Prosecutor. That's not what it was envisaged. That's what we're fighting initially. But they won't listen. So we'll say, okay, well, yeah, let's go. Today, they are in the forefront fighting that office, calling for the head of the OSP, asking that the office should be scrapped. I've heard a lot of senior members of the party calling for the scrapping of that office. You see how they are.
But do you not agree?
No, why should we agree? We know the people who brought it. And they brought it and we're telling them about the difficulty is going to have, the way they design it and all that. They wouldn't listen. I say after they passed that thing, they held Kenke Party for Ghanaians to clap for them, that, and they were all over the place jubilating that NDC is finished. Now OSP is come. But what did they do? Now the man is now asserting his independence, he's doing his job, and they are crying and saying that he's chasing them left and right. No, for this one there, Honorable Titus, I disagree with you people. Allow the man to do his work. Oral must work. This time it's not about putting people behind bars in Sawam. What we are interested now is the loot, bring it. So we'll make sure that we follow you through. You see the Kenke Party, we'll follow you through to make sure that you bring the loot before we put you behind. No, this time we are not going to allow you. Put you inside, then you come back and enjoy the loot. No, that is not the position of government now. That is why Oral is there. We are going to make corruption disincentives a huge price, so that when you come out 10 years, 15 years down the lane, you come and start all over. Even bicycle cry you won't have. But what have we seen previously? People will just go and cool off in the cells for 4 years and come out. The mansions are there, the cars, huge cars, the business empires are there, and then you continue enjoying themselves. We have seen it.
But you want to rid them of everything.
No. This one we just want to rid them off, clear everything from them. They won't have anything. You just go there. When you come back, you start all over again, so that others will learn their lessons from it. Others will learn. You won't dip your hand in state funds, and then the people will suffer. And you have been saying it. Look at this. Just look at the behind my office there. Every time I'm driving past it, I will stand and look at the hole, a very big hole, $58 million. Abba, honorable titles. In the name of God, you go and steal money like this. Because of prayers, you go and steal state money, $58 million to dig a big hole. Abba. Every day people are calling me, communities, I'm sure Titus, some of your rural communities, I've had a lot of this requests coming. You know what they are looking for? Rural telephony. They don't have network. Their communities are cut off. It's a challenge. My office is supposed to deal with that matter. Where's the money? State, we need money to bring in huge investment to that aspect, so that people can make calls and also connect themselves well with the digital world. This is why we are government. And somebody with $58 million, just give me $1 million and see what I will do for the rural community. Look at very big hall, $58 million, quite ashi. And then when we talk, they say we should keep quiet. We shouldn't talk, we should keep quiet. That the man is being disturbed, they are doing so. They should come and account for the money. And I'm saying that they should look, the OSP in collaboration with Yoko should look for their properties in Ghana. Those fugitives, those who have run away, they should look for their property and garnish all of them. They should freeze them, and so that until they come back. Otherwise, these people, they have a plan. They won't come. No matter what they do, they won't come. They will continue to be hiding over there. That is what I'm saying.
How are you going to say they won't come?
No, I know them. That's why we arrested another person at the airport. He was running away.
The boss you.
The boss you. They have their list too. We have not made it public. But if you try to run, we'll catch you. Because the people are now standing at the airport. All the borders, they are waiting for them. When you see, for Honorable Titus, his name is not there, so he can travel. Nobody will catch you. I have revealed yours to you. The rest will have their list. When you try to run away, we'll catch you there and bring you. You see, because the thing they are doing, we must make politics. In fact, let me use a term that so that lovely. Politics must be lovely, so that the people know that we are representing them. It is their resources we are using. But if we make politics and everybody think that politicians are thieves, they are criminals, and so that when you just get to office, it's an opportunity to amass wealth, take state resources when the people are suffering all over the place. That should be thing of the past. We should stop it. We should stop it. Ghana is a very beautiful country. It's a very beautiful country, and we need to let the generality of the public enjoy their fruit of their labor. But what we have seen for the past 8 years was terrible, too bad. Too bad, terribly bad. If you go and see, a friend of mine from NIB was briefing me about some cases. I held my head. How can one person be so wicked like this? You go and take all this. What do you want it? What are you going to use it? Are you going to build an Arabian empire in Ghana or what? The people did it. Just look, just go to some community, just take some 20,000 or 30,000 there, and then the people will be happy. Just fix some borehole for them, and the people will clap for you and they're happy. You won't do this. One person has opened bank accounts in the office, in the house, some in their bedroom. All manner of currencies throughout the world, the person has organized them and put them under the bed and sleeping on top of it. And say we shouldn't talk. Nobody should chase them. These are the issues we are talking about. And so, Honorable Titus, your people should support us to clean up the slate. When we clean it nicely, politics will be very romantic in the country. It will very, the people will have confidence in us. They will trust us. But as we speak now, they don't trust us. They think that as soon as you are a politician, then they think you are a crook. You are doing this, you are doing that. That is not good enough. We must stop it. And so we should allow these anti-corruption agencies to function and function effectively. If there are excesses, there are processes by which we can use to deal with the excesses. That's why the law courts are there. Now the courts are independent, very independent. The judiciary, very, very independent, unlike the previous one. They were independent. You saw what happened. Now they are very, very independent.
How are they independent?
Oh, very independent.
Different from the previous.
MPP regional chairman, Ashanti region. Chairman Wontumi got favorable ruling in Supreme Court just last week. Favorable ruling. You remember the defamation case? They rule in his favor. Do you think under their regime, NDC officer will go and get any ruling over there? The 9-0 and what we were getting over there. You saw what was going on. And you saw how justices were sitting and just throwing their hands left and right as if Ghana was for some people. Today, the judiciary, very independent, they are doing their work to the extent that an opposition regional chairman will go to the Supreme Court and got favorable ruling. And everybody was quiet. That one, they are not announcing it. They are not even talking about it. They didn't even hold press conference to thank the judiciary and thank everybody. They are quiet. They won't be quiet. We will trumpet it for Ghanaians to hear that this judiciary you are seeing is the most independent that an opposition political party can walk in there and get favorable judgment.
Right.
That is what we are talking about. And so please, I still talk to my friends who are in the NPP that they should support the anti-corruption agencies.
But don't they support it? They do.
No. You hear them, you see their presentations, press conferences, attacking them left and right. After attacking Yoko, they go and attack OSP. From there, they go and attack Attorney General Department, everywhere. And then they ask somebody.
The concern has been about the press conferences, the press releases, the Facebook posts, and so on and so forth. That go to court. Do not judge the person in the court of public opinion.
Of course, that is what we are saying. Nobody is judging anyone in the court of public opinion. Nobody. At all. You don't even do that. Legally, it's wrong. The person will have his day in court. Okay? But you must bring the people along. Let them know what is going on in the country. They must get updates. Governance, you see, the people must be in the know of what is happening. So if the Learned Attorney General comes out to announce that these are the cases I'm prosecuting or I'm going to prosecute, these are the facts that I've gathered on it, what is wrong with that? He's not judging anybody. He's just bringing out the facts.
Okay.
And the fact speaks for itself. We have that thing in law. Res ipsa loquitur. The fact speaks for itself. Somebody has put out there, mentioned they've gone and identified, the document shows that these are your things within the shortest possible time. This is what you have organized for the period, and then you put all of them in together. Why should somebody say you are being judged wrongly?
Right.
Nobody is judging them.
Right. He thinks that you should support them in the anti-corruption galamsey. That's how he captures it.
Rashid, we will support them when they do the right things. I would not dip my hand into national coffers and do anything untoward.
Of course, we know you.
When the NDC, he said, the opposition regional chairman has won a case in court. Now the judiciary is independent and things are well. When they were in the opposition, they've been winning cases. That was when they saw the Supreme Court as good. At the time when the president then Kandi Mahama was describing the Supreme Court as Union of FC, because when they lose cases, that is where the Supreme Court is very bad. But that is NDC for you. Right now, you sat here and said people have stolen money. They have all kinds of currencies under their bed. He has said it here, pronouncing prejudicial comment. You've not sent the person to court. It does not lie in your mouth to pronounce somebody a thief. Rashid sitting here, if I start calling him a thief, when I've got all the evidence and I don't haul him to the court, I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. And that is what we are telling them. If you do that, you not get the support from us. If I have stolen, you have your facts right. Haul me to the court. Leave my faith to the court. Because I have a right to counsel to come and defend me. But when you go and send me in the center and start throwing salvos on me, people, and you know they are people, and these people, they will start saying all kinds of things. Because they believe in what their principals have told them, that Titus Glover is a criminal. And they also run route with it, without any appearance in court. So Rashid, you only get my support when you do the right thing. Take them to court. And he said what? The boss, former chief executive, was running away.
Yes.
To where? Somebody was going on a program outside. Going and come. You stop me at the airport and you take, what is this? And you say, we're talking about good governance. Rashid, and take this from me. Your dismissal of the Chief Justice was a political decision. Today you are making mockery of this country. I have a friend who was in a conference in Australia. He came back in one of our discussions. He was telling me the subject matter of the dismissal of the Chief Justice were discussed there. What is this? These flimsy things? The former 2 Chief Justices and Senior Judge of the Supreme Court, Leadership Sofa Akufo, Justice Enimyeboa, and Doche, they appeared before Poorman's committee. So look, what you guys are doing, it's purely administrative. But because they know what they want to do. In this democracy, this Fourth Republic, when Dr. Nkrumah sacked Justice Kosa, way back, and you hide behind flimsy excuses, you dismiss the Chief Justice on the political expediency, and he said what? I feel sorry for Justice Bafo-Boni, fantastic lawyer and the senior Chief Justice of the bench, and he has fell into that trap. You get what I mean? So clearly, you have our support when we do what is right. If somebody has stolen, he has dipped his hand in the exchequer, and you haul him to the court, fine, we don't have a problem. Because my name, Titus Glover, I love it. I wouldn't want to do anything that would disgrace my family. So I'm very careful. I'm in my lane. I don't want trouble. But if somebody you think and suspect that has breached the law, take him to the court. You have his day in court. You, the prosecutor, you also have your day in court. But on the presumption of innocence, you are just attacking people. Oh, he's a thief, he's a thief, he's a thief. When they do that to you, Rashid, will you be happy? You will not. So please don't go there. You will get our support anytime when the right things are done. We will be happy.
You see, and we'll add the ECOWAS versus the Chief Justice and the former Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo and the Attorney General. So you can pick it up from there. Yes. Briefly on that before we go on break, so that I can pick Honorable Titus.
The former Chief Justice removal,
just because it's come up in
was constitutional. No constitutional article was breached. No, not even a single process was breached in her removal. Indeed, we didn't even start it. Under Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, then President, a petition was sent to him concerning the conduct of the removed Chief Justice. The same Article 146 was triggered. That petition was sent to the then Council of State to look at. The Council of State looked at it and sent their report to the President saying that they didn't see reason why they should. No prima facie. So at that time, was it a political decision by the then Council of State and the Presidency to connive and stop the investigation of her conduct? So if somebody should say, I'm not surprised MPP are saying it's political. If you say political, sometimes they talk as if Madame Tokono was a woman organizer of MPP. I'm surprised at them. Sometimes I wonder. The way they attach passion to all these things. This thing started under their regime. She was then the Chief Justice. Professor Kuku Azar wrote to the President, triggering that Article 146, that the woman should be removed because of stated misconduct. And they went through the same Article 146 and dismissed it. So because it was Nana Akufo-Addo who was then the President dismissing it, nobody didn't say anything. NDC were quiet, were silent. Nobody, we didn't even hold any press conference to attack the presidency for dismissing that matter and other things. No, we thought that he was the President, he was doing his right thing. If the Council of State says there's no prima facie and all that, the President accepted it and dismissed the petition. That one, MPP were happy. They didn't see anything wrong with that. This time around, another group brought petition, the same process, triggered the Article 146. The same process, the Council of State sat, almost all of them were there, not even a single person was absent, and agreed that there is the woman has a case to answer, there's prima facie against her. That led to the formation of the committee. What wrong has the President done? Is it because it's John Dramani Mahama? Sometimes I ask myself, is it because the name is John Dramani Mahama? What is wrong with that? Two presidents, one did this, another person is doing this, that one they have problem with the other person. That is the kind of problem I'm saying, that the MPP put in a mechanism to disrespect the current president. And that has been their stock of trade. And that is why the NDC stood strongly in support of the president in taking such a decision. When it happened under MPP, they didn't see anything wrong with that. Ghanaians didn't see anything wrong. They thought the president was doing his right. And this one went through all the process. He was given all the Lady Chief Justice then, she was given all the necessary support. Her liberties were protected. She went and filed several motions at the Supreme Court. Her own court dismissed her issues severally. These are her colleagues. They knew each other. And then so how can we today describe it as a political decision? What political decision was it? So today, if somebody go and steal your goat or sheep, Honorable Titus, and we send the matter to court.
The name is
Titus Glover.
Yes.
Okay, Honorable Glover.
Titus Glover.
And then so this is the issue we are talking about. Please, we shouldn't always read political meaning to actions.
But statements, you are an executive of the NDC party.
Yes.
Statements had been made to the effect that Chief Justice then, Gertrude Tokonu, would be removed if the NDC came to power. And so the perception is that you are giving effect to the perception of the NDC, the actions of the NDC, the thoughts of the NDC. You are just implementing what was planned before you even came to power.
My brother, there is no iota of truth in this statement. We challenge them severally to produce a statement or a tape recording of leadership of the party, NDC, standing somewhere and conspiring or announcing that when we come to power, we are going to remove Lady Chief Justice. None. They couldn't produce even a single one. They always make reference to a meeting held in Ho during the campaign time. Interesting enough, I sat through in that meeting, NDC Lawyers Conference, which the then candidate, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, came and addressed the lawyers. I was in that meeting. Throughout. No, there was nobody among leadership who stated that when we get political power, we're going to remove the Chief Justice. We're not reckless. Like our opponent, who is now in opposition, when they were to remove Charlotte Osei. Remember 2016? They had press conference and they were saying that when they win, they were going to remove Charlotte Osei. Severally, we have the videos. We can produce them for you to see. Severally, they announced it. And they made meaning to what they were doing during the campaign era and removed her, hunted her out. And Ahmad Seydou, that led to Ahmad Seydou's death. The man was so haunted that he didn't do anything. You just came some trump card charges against them and removed this old man who has worked tirelessly for electoral commission. This trauma led to his death. Now, we were not so reckless like them. We were very cautious because we want the sanctity of the judiciary to be protected. So the NDC, no NDC leadership ever, anywhere, stood somewhere and stated that when we get political power, we're going to remove the Chief Justice. No, it never happened. It never happened. See, so this statement that the NDC meant to remove the Chief Justice was false. It's just MPP propaganda, and that propaganda fell flat because it didn't have feet. No pedestal for it to stand. It fell flat. So we are doing our work. We'll make sure that we protect the judiciary. We won't interfere. This government has no interest whatsoever interfering in the judiciary. And you heard what the president told him when he was swearing in Justice Bafo Boni. Very fine lawyer. Very fine lawyer. Interestingly enough, they appointed him to the Supreme Court judge. MPP. You see how they are always creating confusion in the minds of Ghanaians. You brought this fine gentleman into Supreme Court, and today you think he's not qualified to be a Chief Justice. See how they are. And look at how they punish these old men and old ladies at the vetting. You brought our justices, they sat there for almost 4-5 hours. They couldn't even take breakfast. Look at how they punish them. This is how MPP behave. And when Ghanaians punish them at polls, then they are crying. You see how you punish them. The same thing you punish our old ladies and old men, cut off their heads and gave them sakura. And the old men had to demonstrate all the way to the finance minister. Every day, have you ever seen old men demonstrating? It was an MPP that we saw them demonstrating. Old ladies, old men, demonstrating for their own money. You removed their heads and gave them sakura. Today, you have not stopped that. In opposition, you are still punishing justices to vet the learned Chief Justice. And you punish them this way. You see, they need to apologize to Ghanaians seriously. Honorable Titus Glover, I've mentioned it well now.
What is good for the Bulls is good for the Gambia.
Yes, please.
If Rashid is standing on the leg of a petition against the dismissal of the Chief Justice, I want to refresh your mind. Do you recall the petition made by Gbande Nabin Yusuf, a private citizen who petitioned the president for the removal of Justice Bafo Boni? Citing the same Article 1461. You remember? What happened to that petition? If you had the encouragement to accept the petition against Tokonu, somebody, Nabin Yusuf Gbande, also petitioned. What happened to that petition? Because he said that his conduct is not the best, which is against the Bangalore, what do you call it, consensus or something. You know, what happened to that too? Because it's your own, so now you sleep over it. You see what you did for Tokonu, somebody has brought the petition. At least hear him. Did you hear him?
Honorable, you know.
Did you hear him?
Honorable, you know.
Rashid,
you know these things.
And I don't know.
Look, the thing
because
is,
I'm reading through it.
Should we?
And I'm just asking you: did the president receive that petition?
I'm saying that
from Gbande.
Do you want us?
Yusuf,
do you want us to descend to abyss?
I'm not descending to abyss.
That's what we want to do.
Because there was
if we do that, what will happen is that. So does it mean that? Does it mean that anybody who it doesn't cost to buy a pen? It's just from one city you can get it. And I'm coming.
Really?
And the paper. Then you just see that I don't like Honorable Titus Glover. I'm going to write a petition against it. All manner of petition. So we should just be triggering it. They'll look at the petition, the veracity of the petition, before they process it. The presidency has a team of crack lawyers, former attorney generals and all that. They are there. They'll look at your petition. If they see that it doesn't make sense, you just want to worry everybody with all manner of writings, then the whole presidency will be turned to a gate of petitions. And then everybody will pass petitions and send a petition over there. But they must look at it. They go through it. Before the president will pass a petition to the Council of State, they will look at the petition and analyze it before it is sent there. Otherwise, we can't just descend to an abyss where we open up the gates for all manner of petitions to be flooding over there. In any case, do you know the number of petitions that have been brought against the current chief electoral commission under Nana Akufo-Addo? Did they say anything about it? When Nana Akufo-Addo was a president, several petitions were sent to him concerning the conduct of the electoral commission and the commissioners there. Your people were quiet. They didn't see anything wrong with that. Because they know they wanted to help them rig elections.
Anyway, so let me see if I can take a quick break and come back so that we can flow with our next topic. But this one is coming from Traders. Okay, so let me pick this one. Asuma Mohammed says the NDC should hold the minority very tight, because if a former minister like Honorable Abu Jinapor can lie in the full glare of parliament, that tells how dangerous the minority can be in opposition. That's on Facebook. On YouTube, Julius Atadika says NPP is really a party of nation wreckers. And that's on YouTube. Keep engaging us. Keep engaging us on our social media platforms, and we'll make sure we read these concerns to the general public. Traders says, good morning, Efriye, and to your cherished viewers. It's quite interesting once again to hear from the OSP concerning the prosecuting of Ken Ofori-Atta and others. I am of the view that the OSP is very sluggish and he's not helping matters. The NPP administration that just left power were very corrupt, and Oral did a very good job, good work. That could have seen more NPP party faithful, government functionaries and others in prison by now. But the OSP sat down to watch the former finance minister flee the country. Efriye, is it not amazing to hear that an appointee of the NPP and the spouse are being charged for stealing? No, any serious OSP will charge an accused person with 78 charges. He must be fired. This is according to Traders. And Alhaji Hamza in Pig Farm says, good morning, my brother. My brother, we should remember that President Mahama swore an oath to defend and to protect the constitution of the land, and that is exactly what he did in the removal of Madame Tokonu. For God's sake, Madame Tokonu was taken through the due process of law before she was removed. This act of hypocrisy and double standard on the part of the NPP functionaries must stop and stop now. My brother, remember the same Article 146 was used in the removal of Madame Charlotte Osei from office, but no one said anything about it. So what has changed today? Are we saying that because of the court cases pending before our courts, Parliament should not perform their duties, or the President should not also perform his duties as President of the country? The position of the Chief Justice is not the birthright of Madame Tokonu. They should give us a break. We have a country to govern. Samuel, I'll pick this last one, and then we go for the break. Samuel, Brian Boabin says, Kwesi, academic fraud is, Sammy, I think we have dealt with this matter too many times. Kisia Jabin is just grandstanding and must be called to order. Our issue is not with accountability, but with theatrics and outright tomfoolery. Samuel, Brian, Boabin sent in that one. Okay, so I'll go for the break. When I come back, keep your messages coming through. When I come back, maybe we'll look at the presidential jets matter and issues of the budget. And if we have some more time, I promise we'll do maybe the LGBTQ++ and so on and so forth. But stay with us, we'll be right back.
Start your Kids Day the right way, filled with confidence to take on any challenge. Pepsodent Kids contains the right amount of fluoride and sugar acid protection to care for their developing gums and teeth. Grab either orange or strawberry so they brush with the sweet flavor they love morning and evening. Pepsodent Kids, giving your children a bright smile for a brighter future.
Ghana's biggest real estate event is back, and it's even better. Looking for your dream home? Want to invest in land or explore real estate opportunities? Then don't miss the 8th edition of the Mikasa Home and Property Fair. Meet and connect with Ghana's leading real estate developers, mortgage providers, home improvement experts, and more, all under one roof. You'll also get access to free seminars and expert-led info sessions covering everything you need to know about buying, financing, and owning property in Ghana. Date 5th and 6th December 2025. Venue, the Icon Event Center, East Legon, a minute drive from the East Legon Tunnel. Time 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. each day. Attendance is absolutely free. Register at mikasa.com/fair. Headline sponsor, Gold Key Properties. Platinum sponsor, Clifton Homes. Media partner, City FM and Channel 1 TV.
Ama, nansi mi jeno wo bin enko ye kwao. Ama ma ye bohu se kontomra akija.
Nansi me hu se me nyo basima kura. Ama me kunu ni me into kwankwa. Oh you why? Enye mo ko. Give us JC mixture and the capsules. Aye num boom. En ho asem na mo kana. E boa emma ene meme nyina. Ne ma wo ba ye obesima. Na be ma so aye be masima. Ya, we be boa wo kunu. Ama ne giant sa wo de hye ne botum. Na wanyinya ne nti sese ne wo yi chokwa. Givers GC mixture and then a capsule.
A painful about 1 more menu for one and Quada when if you do me.
Wabedum, Tamaso, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makoyama Besisia. A bozing. I can say no yakonati and the more drink woman. Hey, but I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eddie, Dabio, baby womb. Ready? Hey, baby womb. Ah, Eddie. I'll cause some discomfort. Ah. Sorry, well, uncle, where would I die? Why your funeral?
Say a sorry insecticide GB at a user. Co pharmacy in a shop biamu. Na mum say a pharmacy supermarket and a shop ra. Na repedudu to a cotonwa. On for Royal Dutch and our Aerofield Trading. Effie spray with Daimwa.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Trot from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of
course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God up boom. If you put it with so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey.
Is that his car?
Ha! Even now, your shadow the way designer.
I use my own mouth to reject him. Oh, this is my mouth. Look at that.
Kwame, my son. Now, tell me the truth. How did this all happen?
Oh, mommy, simple direction. Mr. Good Luck no check me way.
Yeah, man. Easy car. Or dial star 712 hash.
The devil is a liar.
He picked his ticket and entered his lucky 5-digit number.
I'm his birthday.
Oh, how romantic.
And he followed the prompt, yes. And then boom, confirmation test.
One quick, big 5 numbers for Nuki. I'm feeling like service.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the
You see how they love you now?
Yo, do you have family payment? Before December, may release a motivational album. Patapa, my super.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Right, so you're welcome back from the break. This is still Good Morning Ghana, and we are live from our studios here at Region Accra. We are live on all social media platforms. Engage us there, and we'll reply your messages as well. And join us also on Metro TV Online for all the online portals or the online stories as we bring the details of our stories to you. So we will now come to the budget, but in the discussion on the floor of Parliament yesterday, stories came up, and Samuel Lebu Jinapo is captured on the front page here of the Daily Guide newspaper. It says 2 presidential jet helicopters to cost 13.1 billion Ghana cedis. Abu Jinapo. The story is captured on page 3 through 2 presidential jets. I'm just going to read a bit of it and we'll begin the discussion generally on the budget. So, Member of Parliament for Damongo constituency Samuel Abu Jinapo has taken aim at the government over what he describes as misplaced priorities, questioning why administration is allocating 13.1 billion Ghana cedis for 4 helicopters and 2 presidential jets when many public sector workers are allegedly unpaid. Speaking during the debate on the 2026 budget statement and economic policy in Parliament yesterday, Mr. Jinapo accused the government of abandoning its core campaign promises of reducing the cost of living and creating mass employment, while shifting resources toward high-cost acquisitions that, in his view, do not reflect the urgent agenda or needs of the ordinary citizens. The Member of Parliament said it was unacceptable for government to move ahead with plans to procure 4 helicopters and 2 presidential jets at a time when nurses, teachers, and other public workers are struggling to receive their salaries. Quote, is it the priority of the government when traders are suffering, farmers are suffering, nurses are suffering, teachers are suffering? He could, unquote, Mr. Jinapo said. So Mr. Jinapo argued that the expenditure sends the wrong signal at a time when many Ghanaians are battling economic hardship and essential sectors are starved of resources. So on the 24-hour economy, he reiterated his criticism of the government's flagship 24-hour economy policy, saying there is no visible evidence of its implementation despite claims in the budget that it has entered full implementation. Pointing to the NDC's own manifesto promise of a 3-shift 24-hour system known as the 133 model, he said even basic public services were failing to operate efficiently. On macroeconomic gains not reflecting reality, while the budget cited improvements in macroeconomic indicators, including reduced inflation and expenditure, Mr. Jinapo said these gains had not trickled down to the real economy. Concerns over rising government size, Mr. Jinapo also criticized the expansion of government appointments, pointing to the creation of new envoy roles and the appointment of 18 deputy heads of mission, more than any previous administration. So these and many others, a budget that doesn't speak to the people, lots of others, according to Abu Jinapo, have been quoted by the Daily Guide newspaper. So generally on the budget, let me begin with you, Honorable Ni Kwate Titus Global.
I thought he's the government appointed. They have read his budget. I've not read the budget, have I? They have read the budget. Haven't. So they should rather speak to their budget. But let me make this honest confession. I was just sharing with Rashid. When it's time to criticize the government, we'll do it. And if something is going well, based on what the president has done, we need to commend it. Yesterday morning, I was flipping through my phone, and I saw His Excellency the President visit to Boris B. He's a very good friend of mine. This is a very serious MPP guy.
Boris B, the poultry farmer?
Yeah, the poultry farmer. Good friend of mine. And the president was there to visit his place. And in the video, I saw Boris sharing a word with the president, but that didn't come out audibly. So all of a sudden I realized that the president called Honorable Rico Poku, the Agric Minister, and he gave me some orders that, look, don't you see that these students in this SHS, we can use his products, the chicken, to feed the students. Then the Get Fund can pay, you know, just to make sure that we consume what you produce here. And I realized this is a very good step. And somebody will say that, look, We have experiences where in the past, opposition businesses have been collapsed because he's an opposition. So let's collapse his business. But for that initiative that the president has done, that encouraging him to produce more, there's a ready market where students in our country will have access to this chicken to be consumed. There's a ready payment system from GetFund to support it. I think that it's something that I need to do my heart for the president for what he has done. Because you see, when you politicize all these things, it doesn't help us. We can criticize ourselves. This budget, I'm going to punch him on it. But for what he has done, I think that it is important that we move away from these partisan lenses while to collapse. I was a CEO in VACO. There are a lot of NDC guys there, including MPP people. I never thought for once, Rashid, that anybody who was due for promotion, and there were a lot of them there. I did not look at their partisan colors. It is because they are due for it. It is because there's a justification for it. There's a guy in Newtown, I'll mention his name. He's called Evans Achete, a serious critic of Titus Global on social media. When I got to VACO, my first training for 3 months, I started from carbon operations. From carbon, they have 3 plants: carbon operation, carbon bake, and rodding room. And these are the guys who were taking me through all this orientation. Then his promotion came with other people. I saw this thing, I said, look, Titus Global, this is not about politics. Okay? So long as he's due, give it to him. And I did it. I promoted him from assistant manager to a manager in charge of materials. I'm saying this just to buttress my point that for the president to make that bold step, one, to visit an opposition factory, and to make recommendation instructing that the what they call the Greek minister must ensure that they consume his chicken, make ready payment for him, and he should do this jointly with the education ministry, so that we all build this country together. Having said that, this budget, Rashid, is an aphrodisiac budget. And why do I say this?
It's what?
Aphrodisiac budget.
Aphrodisiac budget. That's your questioning of the budget.
Because the team is resetting for what? Jobs or something. What is it?
Yes.
Maybe he can help me. I mean, there's nothing wrong when we want to create jobs. Because every government, it is your duty to give jobs to your people. And now, because this budget, the 2025, had not produced anything substantial in terms of job creation. That is why you see there are people locking offices. When you go to Tamale, the hospital, you see NDC supporters barricading government hospital. He forgets that when he's sick, it's the same hospital that they rush him to for medical attention. Locking places. Because there's no jobs. There's no proper economic blueprint that will generate your jobs for their people. All they do is go and sack MP people and put them inside. That's what they do. But clearly in this budget, you are doing a revenue of about 11% of GDP. So the question we ask yourself is, with that whole, who were doing 16% of GDP, now you are doing 11%. So how are you going to raise that revenue to deal with some of these projects that you are doing? Number 2, CapEx. When you go and check the estimates and the actuals that the minister gave out, you could see that capital expenditure, goods and services are suffering. When you go to the ministries and you see the releases are not going. Number 2, you said you brought inflation down to 9%. And that is where the aphrodisiac comes in. Because there are so many things that just to control inflation for the Ghanaian people to know that, hey, the cedi is stronger than the dollar. But they forget that they've used bills, government bills, to buy, the public to buy these bills, collecting almost 62 billion Ghana cedis from the system. And it's hoarded in the Bank of Ghana. What you are doing is that you are not making people the opportunity to spend, because consumption thrives on production. So if you're able to mop up all these monies into the central bank, and you hear people that, things are expensive, because the kind of inflation that has rendered down to 9% is not reflected in the prices. You go to Abosokai, they will tell you. There are 2 years finance ministry. It's not reflected here. That is not what we are saying. So all this massaging thing that you are doing, it's a problem that we need to look at it. In last year's budget, Agric, they had to spend 1.2 billion. Rashid is here. Ask them how much. Now it has even been reduced to 800 million. So if you want to drive agriculture and you have 1.2 billion to do that, this is what we are expecting you to do. Nothing. Nothing is showing from there. Then comes your famous 24-hour economy. Rashid, as for this one, we'll press your leg to the paddle. We'll press it so hard. You remember that their song, Quen Quen, Quen Quen, John Mama, Quen Quen, Quen Quen.
But it's a nice song.
It is.
A very nice one.
That they used to deceive people to go and vote for them.
And the other one too that I love.
John Mama
is a hope.
This is a hope.
That one really touches the heart.
24-hour economy. What are we seeing? Guzitana was in parliament. He said they will need 4 billion cedis to drive that 24-hour economy. Today, they don't want to talk about it. Mama Yaraga was telling them that if they think that government will bring money to go and do it, then it's a lie. Then it is a lie. You use this 24-hour economy to deceive the youth, to vote for you. Now you are running away. You can't even do anything. Sami Jevi said, 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. So when you come to DVLA, when we've done a lot of IT, what do you call it, services, to make sure that you can even sit in the comfort of your phone and use your phone. So you come and do 8 hours from 7 to 3, from 3 to 11, from 11 to 6. Today, what is happening? Under the 24-hour economy. The nurses who are crying, the teachers who are crying, we're expecting them that within this 1 year is coming to an end. You engage all these graduates of these tertiary institutions, the nurses. Look at hospitals all over the place. Now they have to go and cry. They have to beg you. That one crowd is a problem. So your 24-hour economy is just a rhetoric because it's something that you can't really look at it. I was shocked to the marrow when I heard in Parliament when the lithium agreement was brought in our time, and the royalties was about 10%. You remember? I think 1% will be going to the community. Then the minerals investment and income fund, and then 1% or 6% or something will be going there. Our people, our friends, then in opposition, said hell will break loose. My own friend, Govins, whom I entered parliament with in 2013, he said hell will break loose if they bring that in there. And today, Rashid, I'm sorry, you have reduced the revenue from 10% to 5%. And then this is we should clap for them. I've just told you about the revenue gap, 11% of revenue to GDP, 11% in 2025 budget. Now you have reduced the lithium royalties from 10% to 5%. Oh, Mama, Rajid, Abba, why? And you said we should clap for you because you are resetting. So your resetting is to reduce the revenue that the state will benefit from 10% to 5%. It's a worry that we need to look at it. Construction growth, as at 2024, end of 2024, was 9.6%. As at 2025, it's 2.9%. Because they don't want to spend to drive the sector, this is the percentage that they've had, 2.9%, as again 9.6%. Then the industrial sector, 7.6%, now 3.6%. So clearly it tells you there's something fundamentally wrong somewhere that we need to deal with it. My background, I'm a unionist. I'm an industrial relations practitioner in HR. So sitting down to negotiate is something that I've done in the past. And for the government this year to give public sector workers minimum wage of 10%. Okay? And this year, next year, they are giving it 9%. I felt that is insulting because They want to peg it to the inflation because the inflation is 9%. So give them the minimum wage of 9%. That is not the case. Like I've explained to you, when you go deep down, walk into the market, you realize that it is not reflective to whatever is being done at the market. So clearly, I feel there is something missing, that the president and his government have not done well when it comes to public sector workers. I'm told you've increased your pay to 67%. Rashid. I've been seeing on social media that they've increased their pay. I don't have the full factor.
That's for the MMDCs.
The MMDC is about 700%.
They have had an increment.
We, our time, they were taking 5,000 Ghana. And they are taking 35,000.
But that was woefully inadequate. Or
our time.
For 5,000. In last year.
I think it's about 10,000, but they deduct some few things.
Okay.
There was some money that was put aside to support some corporate social responsibility or something. So that their net is about 5,000.
Right.
I haven't finished. Cool down. I haven't finished. So
but clearly, be rounding up for me. So
we have to. I'm talking about the presidential jet. Hey, and this only who. I mean, today the priority of this government is to go and buy 2 presidential jets and 4 helips. What is their priority? Every year, where is the priority of this government? Was it not the NDC, Rashid? I heard you talking that by the time that President Akufo-Addo should use the presidential jet because it was fit for purpose. So he should use it. Now he went for refurbishment. It came last week. I'm sure the Air Force is going to test it and see. The president should continue to use it. We don't need the presidential jet now. We don't.
We don't.
We don't need it now. Because at the time what they told us that the presidential jet was fit for purpose, nothing has changed. It has a 20 years lifespan. Once a while it can go for maintenance and come back. Okay? So when you come back and you want to tell me that you want to go and buy 4 helips and when we say 2 crowd, I will understand. Because of the accident that they had, we need to replace it. I'll be comfortable. But to buy 4 and to buy 2 presidential jets. At the time when we were saying that, look, friends, calm down. It is not about the comfort of the president. It's about his safety and his security. Our friends Rashid and Co, they said no. Let him enjoy. He was bathing in the air and all kinds of things. Now your priority is move away from the social challenges that the people are facing. Look, my party is from Volta region, Anglo, Jelokope. You know the coasts from Aplawo coming. Erosion is really affecting them all the way coming. They should use that 1.2 billion or the 13 billion cedis, okay, to go and do the coastline from Anglo all the way to Adan. We done Ningo, and we did Ningo, level of Tema. As we speak now, Tema is suffering because of the MPS that was built.
All right.
Tidal waves. So clearly, I don't see hope in this budget that because the youth of the NDC have so much confidence in terms of how they said they want to create jobs on 24-hour economy. Now this come. A paltry sum of 110 million has been sent there.
Right.
So clearly, for this budget, there's a lot that we need to engage the people of this country that if they are putting their hopes on this budget, Abba.
Rashid, okay, so I think we have what do we have here? What we have is a increment in minimum wage from the employment ministry. So this begins from 2015. So and this is not by percentages anyway. These are actual figure increments. So you have that from 2015, 2016, 2017, 18, 19. I am sure if it could be magnified a bit for Rashid and Honorable wants to
I forgot
read.
to give you the percentage.
Right.
Maybe I'll come back.
2020, and then 2022, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then currently the red is in the 25. The red is in the 25. So thank you very much for this one, Bright. But let me come back to the studio now. Rashid, Honorable Titus Glover says your budget is an aphrodisiac budget. I would leave it at that for you.
You know what? That's for MPP. These are 87. That's why I say we are looking at means and ways and means to reduce that 87.
Because, in Parliament?
Yes, and we will achieve it. It will be long. You wait and see. we'll achieve it. Because Ghanaians need stable environment, stable minds to work. The stability we have brought to the economy since we took over, that one, they don't see anything wrong with that. They are living it. They are living testimonies to it. They are enjoying the stability that we have brought to the economy. So that one there, they don't see anything wrong with it. You see, the physical discipline that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, appointees, Bank of Ghana, Finance Ministry, both the physical aspect and the monetary aspect, the discipline that he has brought, of which all of us are enjoying now, instead of them to be clapping for John Dramani Mahama and stabilize, who has stabilized the economy, who has brought the economy from a junk state, Bola, brought the economy from that Bola to now B+. That one there, they don't see it. They are not seeing that one. When nobody, in fact, the capital market, nobody was ready to give Ghana a peswa. What led to what? Haircuts. That you did all manner of haircuts and led businesses to collapse. To the extent a business mogul, he was crying on live TV. The man even finally died. I'm sure you know the person I'm talking of. He died because of the kind of economy that was being run under Nana Akufo-Addo regime. People are lying at the Osu Cemetery because of their recklessness. They shouldn't have died. Their businesses collapsed. You see, and I'm happy for my brother. For him, that's why I like Honorable Titus. He says as it is. When it is right, he will tell you. We are here to support businesses. Boris is doing fantastic. I've monitored his activities. He's doing fantastic. We need to support Ghanaian industries, no matter where you are coming from. We are all Ghanaian. Because whatever he's doing, in our language we say that the injuries on the head, the blood there can flow through the neck. I have my children who are in schools and other things. His product can support them. Proteins, you get a lot of good protein from it. Instead of we bringing chicken from abroad and all this kind of thing, we don't even know what type of chicken they have. How they've processed them. And we bring it to feed our children. So if we have our own person who is doing it, for us, we are not looking at the political color. That's why the president went there. The president didn't say because of security risk, I'm not going to MPP enclave. He went. Even held the products. He was happy and was giving what was with him. TTRT. You see that in 8 years and the MPP. Okay, that's one plus for the budget. This budget is one of the most romantic budgets we have ever seen before.
Not aphrodisiac?
Romantic budget.
Not
very romantic. Not aphrodisiac. How can you be budget be aphrodisiac? This is romantic. Very, very romantic. I'll tell you something. Look at page 173. My brother was talking of 24-hour economy. I think we have abandoned it. No, we are not even preparing to enter the dance. The dance that you dance overnight, you don't start it early. You know it. If you want to dance overnight, you don't start early. You start around 11. If you start at
then
8,
you can have the energy
to. So you see, don't worry. We are here to start, and you will see what we are going to do. Mr. Speaker, as we enter 2026, we move from stabilization to acceleration. Did you hear that? That was a speech of the Honorable Finance Minister. This budget translates confidence into concrete investment that improve daily lives, including the provision of better roads, schools and hospitals, reliable power, jobs, and targeted support for the vulnerable. What follows are the headline allocations that will drive the delivery into 2026 and set the pace for the medium term. Mr. Speaker, to unlock round-the-clock productivity, exports, and decent jobs under the 24-hour economy. Did you hear that? Under the what? 24-hour economy. We are providing an allocation of 110 million Ghana cedis in 2026. Huge sums of money. In 2026 for the implementation of the 24-hour economy program. Is the 24-hour economy for 1 year? It's not for 1 year. It's a rolling program. we are going to make sure that this thing will start the implementation with this amount of money. Some agencies have even started without the money. And they are working 24-hour economy. DVLA is doing it currently. In fact, GFEC supported them with computers to set up this the noble idea.
How many jobs have you created there? They are
doing 24 hours. A lot of jobs because people are running shift. 1, 2, 3, 4 and put it there. You say you are doing 24 hours. Honorable Titus. We are doing all this for the good people of this country. We are mindful of what we have promised them, and we are delivering accordingly. Politics should not be reduced to propaganda, veiled propaganda. Even in the floor of the House of Record, it's an honorable member. He has been there in Parliament before. Listen to Abu Jinapo. In fact, he should have been referred to privileged committees for that humongous lies he told against the good people of Ghana. Because the minister made a presentation, the budget statement was there, public record. Where were they getting the $1.2 billion from? Where were they getting it from? They just sat down. That's why the honorable majority leader asked, where did he learn his mathematics from? What kind of maths is that? And you say this in the floor of Parliament just because nobody can take you on, because statement made in the House of Parliament, you can't take them on those statements. 1.2 billion. Even Air Force One that my good friend Donald Trump is flying. How much is it? How much is it? What kind of thing is that? Is it because you've lost election, you just create all manner of stories and dump it in the good people of Ghana? Honorable Titus, tell your people, they should stop this kind of thing. You see, Ghanaians are already mad at you people. MPP, they are mad. They don't want to hear you. But when you continue this path, you are creating more problems for yourself. And these are the things we are saying, they should stop it. Did they say they are buying 2 presidential jets? Did you see two presidential jets in the statement? No. You see, that's MPP. They come out and say all manner of stories. When you ask them, go and read the budget. We didn't say we are buying presidential jets. We say we are this is retooling the Ghana Air Force. Retooling the Ghana Air Force. And then you go and describe it as presidential jet.
You're not buying a presidential jet?
No, they said retooling they just are for the Air Force. Didn't you see it? He mentioned it. Under Air Force, Ghana Air Force. Ghana Air Force. Did you see a title presidential jet in the budget? It's a Ghana Air Force. They are retooling the Ghana Air Force. Allocation has been made to retool Ghana Air Force. They are buying 2 jets, buying heli, 4 heli, and they are buying one ship for Ghana Navy too as well. Retooling them. We came and met this thing. Why can't we do it now? Inflation is what? Is it not a single digit? The dollar to the CD today, as we speak now, you are talking about 10.8. Now they don't want to talk anything in dollar in Ghana. Go and see all the real estate, real estate and those in automobiles and other things. If you go, they are quoting in Ghana cedis. Even if you bring dollar, they say go and change it to Ghana cedis and bring to us. Because it's not lucrative doing business in dollar now. So if we have money to manage the economy to this level, all right, when the economy can sustain this thing, this is the time for us to retool the Ghana Air Force. At your time, who will go and retool Ghana Air Force with $1 to 17 Ghana cedis? Who will do this? With the inflation running to 54, 59%. Honorable Titus, tell the people the truth. Workers, you are unionists and you understand. When they go and negotiate the percentage and all that, they are looking at the inflation rate. They look at that and they look at the sustainability of the economy as well. Now, it has come down. Right. If you are given 9%, it's good because the inflation is what? Single digit. And then the dollar to the CD, that which of course is our major trading currency, is on its knees. Why do you need to go and get 15% another thing? What are we trying to do? We are helping them and they are happy. The workers are so happy. They were clapping for them when they shook hands. Because they look at the parameters. And you know the people who stated your then candidate and vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Exchange Rate will expose you. Is he not the one who brought that in? when the fundamentals are
and be rounding up for me.
So
my time
today
is
the fundamentals are strong. The fundamentals are good. The exchange rate is also showing it. Everything is fantastic. That is why I say this is a romantic budget. Ghanaians are happy.
And not an Aphrodisiac
It's so happy. Look, he has filled his tank. I know because he goes to the pump. Now nobody is talking of fuel prices because if other form, the beer other form, Aban Papa. So on our titles, your people should be happy with this. And then to conclude, when they are comparing prices
in 30 seconds,
yes, I ask that they should stop going to how did they call it? Kempinski to eat lunch and come and tell us that Kenke is now costing this. How many Ghanaians go there?
But do you see them go to Kempinski?
That's what they do. They go and compare prices from that place. Who actually see them there? They go there and then they come and pay because the prices we know in the market has come down. Look, a small 5 kilo of rice used to be 180, 160. Today you get it at 70 Ghana cedis.
I have 2 minutes.
This is so beautiful.
I wanted to read messages, but let me give you 1 minute and then I'll give him 1 minute so we can round up.
Honorable. My good brother is really struggling. Because when you move...
But he says it is a romantic budget.
This is aphrodisiac.
In 1 minute. And you are saying it's aphrodisiac.
It's aphrodisiac because, you see, they have seasoned the whole economy to look good. But when you live it, that is what I'm telling you. They mop up 62 billion cedis from the pocket of Ghanaians. Kept it so that they'll be able to control inflation. When you do that, you are killing the people. The priority of this government is to buy 4 helips, 2 presidential planes, at the expense of Agenda 111.
The budget didn't.
At the expense of hospitals in the districts that we started, that we couldn't finish. Some were about 90% completed. They need only 10%. All over. Where you could move to go and assess health. This government said their priority is to go and buy presidential planes and helicopters for their comfort at the expense of the ordinary people who are struggling to get health service. You say the people are clapping for you because you get a 9%. Maybe yes. You don't see it because where you are now, you are at the top. You don't feel what is on the ground.
But he says you go to Kempinski to
me, I don't go to Kempinski. Me, I love Fufu. When you go to Biggies in Comte 11, and
the prices are very out that form. Those areas are that form. So tell your people to stop going and comparing prices.
And then you go to Kempinski, so you can speak to Kempinski. No, so clearly, I think
Kenke is now fighting.
We need to find time and go deep into because the 24-hour economy is just a facade.
I've read it for you.
It's just a.
I've read
it's just a talking shop. Nothing good.
Allocation has been made for it.
110 million.
That's the starting.
So let me
see. We're starting now.
Right. If you have messages, let me pick 1 or 2 of them, and then we can round up. This one says, "Good morning, Efriye, to you and your cherished viewers. Okay, I've read this already. Traders, kindly tell Titus and the whole world, particularly Ghanaians, that President Mahama is still the hope for a better Ghana." It's about the song you had brought up. So Traders says I should tell you, and. Musa Abatwa says, Titus Glover is one of the NPP officials I admire so much, but he has disappointed me this morning with his analysis of the budget. Is he telling us there is no single line item in the budget that will grow the economy and create sustainable jobs as indicated by the finance minister? At the very least, he should have commended the government for the economic recovery, the stable exchange rate, and the significant reduction in inflation levels we have never experienced before, but he is doing otherwise. My regards to Chief of Staff Julius Debra. And right, okay, so I have some here. Thank you. Right. Emily Nola says, if this kind of politics continues, then if President Mahama buys this presidential jet and the NPP is lucky to come to power again, they should make sure NPP still uses the old one. Let me see. Nidromo Saki says, Titus, please. It was your former defense minister who first mentioned bathing in the plane. Matau, take your time. Okay, so that's it. I have to round up because my time is up. But this is coming from Nat Lai here at Metro TV. Okay, so let me do this one before. Those of you who are going for the recruitment exercise for the Ghana Military Service, pictures are being shown. Please be cautious. For the incidents we had previously, we don't want to experience him again. It has resumed.
Seconds, just seconds.
2 seconds.
Please. Potential recruits who are going for the recruits, we beg them, don't pay peswa to anybody.
For protocol.
There's nothing like that. That's what I'm saying. Don't pay peswa to anybody. Anybody who comes to you and say, bring 10,000, 5,000, or which amount of money for protocol, please report the person.
Right.
There's nothing of that sort. The opportunity is out there for them to grab.
Right.
Don't pay anything. And if you hear anybody using our name, in fact, I've got somebody, they are going to pick him out. The BNI on him by this.
But definitely people
will arrest him.
You're the CEO.
They will, of course, they will use our name. But I'm saying that we are going to arrest them. Somebody will use our name, leadership name to dupe you.
All right.
Don't allow that.
All right.
Be fair.
It is ruling government.
A stable economy is looking at growth of 4.8%. But the criminally managed economy, in quote, by President Mahama, did 5.7%. Good for God.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Mercy YAA Odoi, the Okaikwe Sub-Metro Director. We wish you a happy year full of grace and God's favor. From Metro TV, Lawrence Ban and your staff, and from Nat Laya as well. My name is Kwesi Afriyie. Good morning. Thank you very much for staying with us. Coming up next is the sports, exactly 10 a.m. Metro Sports this morning. Stay with Metro TV.
Hi, my name is Kofi Ashwedak. I'm Director of Diaspora Affairs, Office of the President, Republic of Ghana. When I think about the Dutch people and Ghana, we have such a long-standing relationship right before we attained independence. At a certain point in our country's history, they were in charge of us. You know, they ruled this country. Quite a number of forts and castles were also built by them. Whenever you hear about African print, the connection is between Ghana and, for that matter, Africa and Dutch people. That's what it is. And over the years, we've had such an amazing standing relationship. So much contribution from Ghanaians in the diaspora, from Holland, from Den Haag, from different parts of that country who have been part of our country's growth right here in GH. And we don't take that relationship for granted at all.
In Ghana's evolving economy, staying informed isn't an option. Business never sleeps. Markets shift. Deals are made. Power moves happen.